Delta Community Credit Union has a full range of home loan and home equity products, including programs for first-time home buyers. And almost anyone in Metro Atlanta can join. Recently, I chatted with Delta Community Credit Union Assistant Vice President, Residential Lending, Cynthia Reed, about their home loan programs. Watch this. So good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Let's get into it because you have a lot of great information to cover. Let's start with the basics. If someone isn't quite sure whether it's the right time to buy a home, what advice would you give them?
You want to make sure that you have stable income, and you also want to make sure you have enough to cover your down payment and closing costs and any other things that may come up, certainly like your final inspection, earnest money. Those are things that you need to have money for, and so you want to make sure you're saving for that also. The basic things that lenders look at as far as when you're getting a loan is they're going to look at your credit, they're going to look at your debt to income ratio, and they're going to look at your income. Those things, if you look at those kind of things, then you will know about how much you can afford, and you'll be in good shape.
I feel like a lot of people don't even know that amount of information. I certainly didn't when I was starting into this 8 years ago. So as a first-time home buyer, it can feel overwhelming. How can Delta Community Credit Union help those people?
First of all, you want to get pre-qualified so that you know how much you can afford. The next thing you want to do is find out about financing options, like, for instance, our first-time home buyer program and our 100% financing program. Those are things that you want to look at just to make sure that you're getting exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, we're helping a lot of people here, and there's lots of ways to do that within Delta Community Credit Union. Let's pretend, we're going to play a game. Let's pretend for a moment that I'm a first-time home buyer. What would be my first step?
Again, first step is going to be to get pre-qualified.
Okay.
And we're going to be looking again at your income. We're going to be looking at your debts. We're going to be looking at your credit report. We're going to be looking at all those kinds of things just to make sure that everything's going well for you as far as getting you pre-qualified for that loan. The main thing too is our home loan specialists. They can help you, take you through that whole thing as far as getting pre-qualified, and they're always there to help you any step of the way, whatever you need. We're within, we have 30 branches, and for most of those branches we have a home loan specialist there, so you don't have to worry about where they are, because they're going to be right there in your neighborhood.
That's so comforting, a handheld approach, and you just saw my pretend profile on the screen. I'm 29 and I live in Decatur. Life is good. But based on that pretend profile, what kind of loan would you suggest?
Definitely the first-time home buyer program.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Because 3% down, okay, we have great rates on our first-time home buyer program. And also, you don't have to worry about, if you don't have to worry about a huge down payment, that's going to only help you, okay? So those are kind of the things that you want to look at for.
That's excellent. 3% down. I think people don't realize that you can get such great rates. Any money-saving tips you have?
Money-saving tips that I have is certainly, I keep saying this, but get pre-qualified, and also just make sure that you kind of know what you're getting into as far as a loan. Ask questions. If you don't know, ask questions, because our home loan specialists are there to help you. So certainly just keep us top of mind.
Yes, and have a list of questions, because I'm sure more will arise when you get that help with a professional that can guide you through the process.
Exactly.
How can you apply for a loan at Delta Community Credit Union? How does that work?
All you do, go to deltacommunitycu.com, and you can do everything online. You can also contact one of our home loan specialists, because they're in the offices, or if you just want to send a text, however you want to do, we're there to help you. So you just tell us, how do you want to do it, and we can help you with
Meeting
it.
the people where they are.
Everywhere.
Excellent. I love that. Yes.
Yes.
We started this conversation with some advice. Let's end it with some advice as well. Any final words for people who could be contemplating buying a home? What would you tell them?
But certainly getting pre-qualified and kind of knowing, we're going to look at your credit, we're going to look at your down payment, we're going to look at all those things, and we will, take you through all the steps. So you don't have to worry. Just make sure that you contact one of our home loan specialists. We're always there to help.
I keep thinking in my mind, you might have a duck in a row, you might have 2 ducks in a row. Delta Community Credit Union helps you get all the ducks in a row, so you can fulfill that American dream that we think of when we think of the American dream. All right, I can't let you go yet, because I know that you have an offer, special offer for our viewers. What is that?
Right now, we're doing $1,000 towards your closing costs, And so that is great. We're giving you that credit at closing. So,
Ooh, an excellent incentive for all of those thinking about it. Call Delta Community Credit Union and they can help you along your journey. Thank you so much.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
She was great. For more information, be sure to head to deltacommunitycu.com. And to learn more about that special offer just mentioned, go to deltacommunitycu.com/comehome. Thank you to Delta Community Credit Union for sponsoring that segment.